Hi, you're listening to The Island of a Lost Pilot by Rajesh Bhatia, narrated by Deepak Agnihotri. Chapter 4. The First Flight. 25th February, Monday. It was a very exciting day for Rohan, Abhinav, Sonu Thakur and their classmates. They had passed the theory and simulator lessons and got their SPLs. All had gathered outside the hangar where the shiny planes were waiting for them, along with the flight instructors. Chief was strolling here and there on the tarmac, apparently worried. A Nissan X-Trail approached there. Austin and Thompson, who were in their uniforms, got down, smiling and waving, approached them and shook hands with everyone present. So, dear friends, we have explained everything in theory and in simulator classes, and hope that you have gathered the best of knowledge by now. Today, you will be on the real machines, and we hope that you will find these machines very easy and they will soon become your friends. We wish good luck to all you. With this, hands were shaken again and they started towards the planes. Austin and Thompson left as they were to join their duties. The day was clear and bright. The weather was favorable. The breeze was cool and lovely. The aspiring pilots were happy and cheerful, hugging one another, their non-stop talking never ending. Some old students had also arrived to wish them good luck. The weekly flight schedule was handed to them. Kevin, the instructor, beaconed Abhinav to the front plane, a Cessna 150. The doors were opened and both occupied the pilots' seats. Kevin explained for some 5 minutes about the controls. A quick and necessary revision. The plane was started. Headphones were put on and the aircraft taxied on the runway, gathered speed, lifted up in the air and soon was near the clouds. Similarly, 2 more planes took off. Rohan accompanied Spike in a Cessna 150. Spike once again refreshed about the cockpit controls. Well, you have practiced a lot on the simulator, and now this is the real plane. Nothing is to worry about. Once I will show you the way to fly on this real machine, you will have no problem handling it yourself. Spike adjusted a rich mixture, pulled the throttle by 1/4 inch and started the engine, pulled on the throttle to register 1700 RPM. Rohan knew all these settings, and he looked at other settings and the gauges which were necessary to take care for at this stage. Spike pulled the throttle still more. The plane started moving and the throttle was pulled to the fullest. The craft gathered speed like a supercar. Now this is the required speed to take us in the air, Spike commented and pulled the yoke. The craft suddenly lifted up in the air with a good pace. Rohan felt butterflies in the stomach as if he was in a very fast lift. The runway, the buildings and landscape below them became smaller and smaller. The altimeter displayed a height of 6,500 feet and Spike leveled the plane. He showed Rohan a tiny speck far distant in front of them and another speck on right side. The 2 aircraft which were airborne before them. Rohan looked below. The view was wonderful. The runway behind was like a tiny straight line. The Angat River was like a twisting serpent. The training planes and automobiles were like small toys placed here and there. The trees and buildings like miniature models. While turning, you have to perform a series of operations, Spike was explaining. Press down on the left rudder paddle to make the plane to swing to the left. Turn the yoke to the left to raise the left aileron. Pull back on the yoke to bring up the elevator and raise the nose and push the throttle forward to increase the engine power. All these operations should be performed simultaneously. Spike showed Rohan the way while explaining. He straightened the plane and asked Rohan to take a left turn the similar way. Rohan did it. Very satisfied, Spike exclaimed, "Very good. Now go for a right turn a similar vice versa way." Rohan obeyed and this was again a perfect turn. Both remained there for more than 1 hour. Spike turned towards the runaway, spoke to the control tower, his intention to land, and after a few minutes started descending the plane. The craft landed very smoothly. Spike was really a very good pilot. Spike got down and asked Rohan for his logbook so that it may be filled. He called the attendant, looked over the register and called Sonia, one of the girls, to join him on her first flight, and instructed Rohan to be there after lunch to have another round. The average should be 10 hours a week to complete the training within the time. Rohan immediately called Shekhar and excitedly narrated the first flight. Then he made calls to his mother, sister, to Shreya, to his cousins and other friends. 1st March, Saturday evening. Rohan had covered 11 hours of the training by the weekend, and now he was in the gym. It was 7 p.m., and the gym was packed with people. More and more people had joined. Thomas and George were there. Even Spike was there, who handed a notebook and pen to Rohan and said, "Rohan, I can be here only for 3 days a week. I jog almost every day. Will you please write me a schedule only for the upper body?" George smiled and said, "Spike, see, now the roles are reversed. Rohan is your instructor now." Spike agreed. "I don't deny it. Rohan is good at physical fitness tips. We should take advantage of him." Thomas was at the bench press. He called Rohan to consult him about the right procedure of inclined bench press. Some teenager called, "Rohan sir, how can I increase the size of my wrists?" Rohan cleared everybody's doubts, himself did some exercises and left for the hostel with his friends. 2nd March, Sunday. Today's menu was Chinese food. There was Chili's chicken, fried rice and chow mein. Thomas was showing them how to eat with chopsticks. "Oh shit, these sticks are very tactful. By the time we will know how to eat, the food will be cold." "Fork is okay," Thakur said and kept the sticks aside. The rest also picked up the forks. "Bhatia," called Rohan, and Thomas raised a questioning eyebrow. "I was wondering that you will complete your 200 hours in a month or so. Who will be preparing such a delicious food for us on every Sunday when you will be gone back to India? We will certainly miss you." "I will miss you all rather more. You have really loved and respected me like younger brothers. But after all, you will be coming back to India and we can always meet there.